What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Captain Marvel video and, well, the rest of the MCU. So if you're new to the channel, please do hit a like and a subscribe down below if you did enjoy the video. And I bought this top on Wish because it was like £3, and I thought, you know what, I quite liked it. It could be a good, useful Halloween costume at some point. But it's pretty darn good, and if you're interested in kind of compression gear for the gym and things like that, go check out Wish. I haven't got a link in the description or anything down below, so whatever. But Captain Marvel was interesting. Captain Marvel I enjoyed. Like I said, I did enjoy the video, the movie. But the problem is, well, the Skrulls. And there will be spoilers for the movie in this video. So the Skrulls were a big problem for me because, well, they're the good guys in this movie, and to be honest, the Kree and the Skrull have never really been the good guys, if ever. The Skrulls, in recent years, have been reduced to some sort of campy kind of simple enemy in the post-Secret Invasion world, and to be honest, I never trust a Skrull. Even when Talos was supposed to be being, well, doing good, and we found out he wanted to find his family, I still didn't trust the bugger, even though Ben Mendelsohn played the role expertly. I think that the humour was incredibly out of place. Now, there are a few others like me, and I said that when I was leaving the cinema, and some other dude was like, finally, someone else agrees with me. And the people he went with didn't agree, and we're out there, boys, we're out there. Skrull kind of truthers are out there, and I didn't enjoy it. I just was not a fan of the Skrulls being the good guys. But hopefully we may get Secret Invasion in some way, shape or form in the near future. Now, Kevin Feige has said that he wanted to take a different take on the Skrulls. He wanted to have them as some sort of good guys. He wanted to play things a bit different. And interestingly, in the movie, they are on every single planet around the Kree Empire. So the Skrulls are infiltrating everywhere, and they don't have a home planet like they do in the comics. It seems like their home planet has been destroyed, and that they are refugees going around the entirety of the Marvel, well, universe. So with that in mind, they're very much playing a political role there. It's more political, obviously. Brie Larson being a female, this being a female-led movie, was very kind of, people were playing it political, but the real political thing is that the Skrulls were a metaphor for refugees, which has become a huge thing within the news and the current affairs, with Trump building his wall and, of course, many other Syrian refugees coming through Europe. So it is a very spicy topic there, to say the least, and it very much makes sense that they wanted to kind of make that and just show how evil the Kree are if they are going to go ahead and actually make the Skrulls sort of sympathetic. Now, it's very curious that they've decided to do that. Am I a fan of them doing that? No, not really. And Kevin Feige has stated that, well, there are lots of Kree, and they wanted to make them good in this movie. They wanted to play things a bit different. But what they've done is Feige has mentioned that there are lots of different Skrulls. Of course, we haven't seen the infamous Super Skrull yet, and we've not seen them kind of in their menacing form. And of course, if there are many different Skrulls, this means that we could possibly get in the future a Secret Invasion. And it seems like Kevin Feige hasn't ruled out the Secret Invasion, much like Ant-Man and the Wasp has introduced the Quantum Realm. Humongously, every other word was the bloody saying the Quantum Realm. That's introduced that and set that up for Endgame, just like every other character set up the Avengers, and of course every other movie set up Infinity War. Now, I think that they played quite a heavy lot of the Skrulls and showed them shape-shifting quite a lot. So when you bear that in mind, they actually kind of had a lot of foreboding, and this is foreboding for the upcoming MCU kind of throwdown. I expect maybe the Skrulls will play a big thing, and I would love the fact if they were playing the slow burn with them. If over different planets we see them slowly taking over and infiltrating. Now, this was actually mentioned by Jude Law's Yon-Rogg, and he mentions the fact that they kind of take over worlds by invading and toppling from inside. Now that's what they're probably going to do here. And if for some reason we piss them off at some point, or we see some actual Skrull fanatics, they'll decide that, well, we've got this skill, we haven't really used it that much. Why don't we use it to take over Earth and its many resources in a post-snap world? I would love the fact if they started using that as a way to kind of, in this post-snap world, they are working out a way to get ahead and they're taking over people. And maybe, just maybe, they return people just by using their faces. So they're like, oh yeah, for example, Scarlet Witch is returned, but it's a Skrull. That would be a great way to introduce the Secret Invasion to the universe. But Secret Invasion was a big comic book storyline, and you couldn't trust whoever. Now, I think that in a post-Endgame world, that would be really cool, and I really hope they decide to do it. But let me know what you think in the comments down below if you do think and want to have Secret Invasion. Do you think that Kevin Feige will be bringing this to the MCU? And really, that could be the next big event. But next up, we've also got the Tesseract. So many of you are very confused about the timeline of the Tesseract. The TOT. I'm never going to do that again. So many of you are thinking, what the hell happened? So this is a very simplified storyline of the Tesseract for you here. Now, of course, we had the Red Skull chilling with the Tesseract there in Captain America. That didn't really go that well, did it? At all, if at all. Now, it seems like Thanos really wanted this, and what happened is we had the Kree take it for the safekeeping, or at least we had Lawson take it for her own good, which was actually Mar-Vell in the end. So she takes it for her own gain. Howard Stark recovered it on Earth in Captain America, the First Avenger. Now, of course, he takes it for S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D., or at least S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Air Force, start Project Pegasus, which is a comic book kind of... Project Pegasus is big in the comics, and also it was the precursor to the Project Pegasus that we had at the start of Avengers 2012. So Howard Stark takes it, Mar-Vell takes it to her spaceship kind of refugee camp. Shout out to the Fugees there. Then we also have it return to Earth in the form of a Flurkin. Nick Fury decides, you know what, we need to make some real weapons out of this bad boy. They decide to do that, and then of course in 2012's Avengers, Loki takes it, it goes to space, Loki steals it again, and then Thanos gets it. So there is that. So that is really what happened there. Many of you are really confused. That's what's happened basically with the Tesseract. So overall, it's pretty interesting there with the Tesseract. I do think her powers are going to play a huge part in the movie. And what I really love about this movie is the fact that it's done stupidly well. It is exceeded all box office expectations. And really, the trolls have failed. Was the movie overall good? Yeah, there are problems with it. I'll probably see it again, or I might just wait until it comes out on 4K Blu-ray. I've just bought Bohemian Rhapsody on 4K Blu-ray as well. And I might pick up A Star Is Born as well. Two fantastic movies that came out last year. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please do like and subscribe down below if you do enjoy it. And let me know what you think. Your thoughts on the MCU. And do you want a Secret Invasion? Many parts of Secret Invasion were taken into account in here. And they seem to have combined the Kree-Skrull war. Now, what will come next for Captain Marvel? Only time can tell. But she did say that she was going to go and smack the F out of the Kree Supreme Intelligence. And of course, I think that's pretty dope. So I think that in the sequel, we may actually see the full, real Kree-Skrull war. So do you want a sequel, or do you want a kind of in-between sequel, so to speak there? That'd be really cool. I'm not sure what I want, to be honest, but I'm hoping that they go towards maybe we see the full Kree-Skrull War and see her kick ass in space. So in the sequel, and let me know what you want as well. Please do hit that like and the subscribe down below. Thank you for the last 2 videos. They've done really, really well, and I really appreciate everything, every video, every click that you watch. Comment, be it negative, be it positive. I appreciate them all. But that's it for this video. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.